Right people, so today I thought I'd make a video that'll age very horribly because I'm going to be delving into some last minute iPhone 12 leaks and rumours. Yes, I know the event is less than a day away, but the leak train hasn't stopped, it charges on, and we have new information about these phones that we're going to see tomorrow. So yeah, I thought we'd just tuck into it. Oh, by the way, all of this information is from Max Weinbach, who is a very reliable Android leaker, but a not so reliable iPhone leaker. In fact, his score is around 60% in terms of accuracy according to Apple Track. So yeah, take all this information with a gigantic, humongous grain of salt. Though, do not worry because you actually don't have to wait too long to find out if this ends up being true since, you know, the event is tomorrow. So there's really no point in doing this video, but I'm bored, so let's just get into this. So first of all, let's talk about the notch. The iPhone 12 will apparently be coming with faster Face ID. And yes, I know we hear this literally every year, but apparently Apple will be using some dynamic zoning algorithms to make Face ID much faster. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you what dynamic zoning algorithm means because I'm not a nerd and I don't know what that means. I have no clue, but it sounds like good stuff and hopefully there will be a realistic improvement in terms of Face ID. Now, personally, I do want to see Face ID working from wider angles because right now my iPhone is lying flat on the table and I can't unlock it from here. Why can't I unlock it from here? Apple is a $1 trillion company. Face ID has existed for years now, so why haven't they developed the technology? I have no clue. So please, Apple, if you're listening, Timothy, last minute, make that happen. Okay, I will give you all my monies if you make that happen. So now, let's delve into the notch, because there is some good news, people. According to my spreadsheet of information, the notch is shrinking! Yes, boys, we were fooled! The notch is shrinking after all! Kinda, not really, but still, kinda. Let me explain. So the iPhone 12 mini is apparently so small that they can't fit the current notch size on that body. So what Apple's done is slightly, ever so slightly, shrunk the notch on the iPhone 12 mini by tightly packing the true depth sensors, and yeah, they somehow managed to ever so slightly shrink the notch on the iPhone 12 mini. However, the notch will remain the same on the iPhone 12, iPhone 12 Pro, and iPhone 12 Pro Max. So if you want the smallest notch available on an iPhone, you have to buy the 12 mini, even though the smaller notch is barely noticeable. But still, if you're somebody who wants a smaller notch, you go 12 mini. Unfortunately, it's not all good news about the 12 mini because there are some battery life concerns. So again, because of its small size, there are going to be some battery issues, namely the fact it's going to be worse than the iPhone 11 in terms of battery endurance. Now this is a problem for me because honestly the iPhone 11 has been pretty middling in terms of battery life, especially right now at 86% battery health. It is pretty abysmal. I'm just gonna throw it. There you go, it's gone. And with the 12 mini being as big as the first generation iPhone SE, yeah, you can imagine battery life will not be that good on the iPhone 12 mini. Now, it's understandable because obviously you can't put a big battery in a small phone, but I was hoping the mighty beating heart of the new iPhones, the A14 chip, would make up for the smaller battery capacity with its efficiency, but no, that's not the case. If you're going to get 12 mini, expect pretty average battery life. Now, if you're planning to get the iPhone 12, 12 Pro, or 12 Pro Max, Max Weinbach says that you should be getting 1 more hour of battery life over their predecessors, and that's pretty impressive, especially on the Pros, because the 11 Pro and the 11 Pro Max are currently the battery champs in the industry, so for them to improve upon that, that's pretty mad. I'm happy with that. So that is the notch and the battery life out of the way. Let's now delve into the big upgrades, the camera. So the improvements begin with digital zoom, because digital zoom right now just sucks. It's absolutely terrible compared to the competition, and Apple's lagging behind, but thankfully they're pouncing back this year. So according to Max, digital zoom should be improving in both distance and quality. So you're really getting the best of both worlds in terms of improvements. And do not worry if you're a broke boy like me, because if you're getting the iPhone 12 Peasant Editions, then you should also be getting the improvements in digital zoom, since all of this is done through the magic of software. Yes, none of this should actually rely on optical zoom hardware. Instead, it'll use the magic powers of Deep Fusion and Smart HDR Gen 3, and hopefully it'll work brilliantly. I can't wait to test it out myself. Now you might think to yourself, is that it in terms of improvements? That's barely an improvement. I want more. What, Apple's giving you more? Timothy's gonna give you more for your money, because next, let's talk about macro mode. So macro mode is essentially a feature that lets you take some detailed close-ups of subjects and objects and bananas and things, and it's a pretty cool feature, and it's already available on a lot of Android phones, but now it's finally making its way to the iPhone 12 series. Now what's weird is that Apple apparently will not be mentioning this in the marketing material, and instead it'll be some sort of hidden feature, I guess, but that just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because Apple loves to flex, and especially when it comes to pointless camera features, they're gonna flex it everywhere. And so for them not to flex it, it kind of suggests to me that maybe this macro mode won't be that amazing. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see when we get the final product. Now, the final improvement Max mentioned with the cameras is the ultra-wide. So the ultra-wide on the 11, which is over there because I threw my phone. Let me get it one moment. I'm back! Anyways, as I was saying, the iPhone 11 has an ultra-wide which is noticeably softer than the main angle. In fact, there is a disparity in quality with the main angle and the ultra-wide on the iPhone 11, and hopefully that won't be the case with the iPhone 12 series, because the ultra-wide will be seeing a 35% larger aperture, which basically means it should be better in low light. Now this makes me think that maybe Apple will finally bring night mode to the ultra-wide lens, because right now on my 11 you can only use night mode with the regular camera, and that kind of sucks, because if I'm gonna have night mode I want it on all my lenses. So hopefully Apple will make my dreams come true this year. And that's pretty much everything Max mentioned in his report, and that also marks the end of the iPhone 12 rumor cycle. It's been fun reporting on all these stories, but it comes to an end tomorrow because everything's going to be official, though, to be honest, because there's been so many leaks this year, we really have no surprises at the event tomorrow. Like, everything about the iPhone 12 series is out there. You can go read about it, so yeah. That's about it. I'm going to end it here. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya, peeps. I nearly forgot to do that, but yeah, see ya.